You are tuned into Up Close, Unplugged, and Uncut. I'm your girl, Shar'e, and I am sitting here with
Pastor Joseph L. Reaves Jr.
and
Lady Gail Reaves.
Hey, and y'all are
the pastors of Greater Faith House of Prayer.
Make sure you tune in. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back live in studio.
That's right. I'm giving you an inside look of what it takes to be a pastor and a first lady. Make sure you stay tuned to this exclusive interview on my parents, Pastor Joseph and Gail Reaves Jr. of Greater Faith House of Prayer. Make sure you check them out at G.F.H.P.church.net.
Thank you for tuning back in today on Up Close, Unplugged, and Uncut. It's your girl, Shar'e. And as I told you before, I am live in studio with my parents, the one and only Pastor Joseph and Gail Reaves Jr. of Greater Faith House of Prayer. So make sure you guys stay tuned to G.F.H.P.church.net. That's where you can catch some of their online services that they have going on across the globe. Make sure you guys stay tuned. How are y'all doing today? Y'all doing all right?
Hey, doing great.
Nice. You're looking good. Look amazing. Y'all some jazzy people in life. I love it. Make sure you guys stay tuned to them. So let's start with you, Dad. I know we were talking a little bit, at commercial break about the longevity of not only your pastoral services, but you just being in the Christian environment since I was born in '83 and a little bit before that. But you've always been a deacon or on the elder board or teaching Sunday school, even, my mom, First Lady Gail. But what has it meant to you being really in the Christian lifestyle?
Right, actually it's really an honor, to serve. Having been born again and not really knowing, about the Christian walk and all that type of stuff, but just seeing the very facets of different aspects of ministry and stuff, and what God has, allowed me to serve in and serve with, and who God has allowed me to be a blessing to, has really been a blessing for my life. I tell you, when you talk about, the various areas in ministry and as you're growing, I can honestly say it has been a true blessing. I've learned quite a bit and wouldn't change it for nothing.
And speaking of that, you also do Bible college and you branched your pastoral services into something even bigger. So I know you were having Bible college for a while.
Actually, I do. I actually have a course. It's called Certificate of Biblical Studies. And have been doing that now for probably about 8, maybe 9 years. Actually, I've had several commencement services that have been conducted. A lot of my members, even those who from other churches, have been a part of that. And it's something that I'm actually going to be getting started here in the near future. So really kind of excited about that as well. So if you want to, anybody that's challenged to want to go to school and learn what that's all about, have a very good course and a 14-week program. Very cost effective, and I believe it'll be a blessing for your life.
Oh, nice. Well, you heard it here first, exclusively on Up Close, Unplugged, and Uncut.
Make sure you stay up to date with me only on Up Close, Unplugged, and Uncut. Go over to soundsofshare.net and check out any episodes that you may have missed. I'm bringing you all the latest and exclusive and backstage footage that you won't see anywhere else.
So now let's talk a little bit with First Lady G in the house. So outside of being a first lady to a pastor, I know you've always been in children's ministry. You've always had a daycare, or you were in Sunday service teaching, Sunday school, or even working in daycare. So your ministry has always been, to teach the little children of the world. How has it been coming from that background of doing childcare to branching over into being a first lady of the church?
Wow, I still do both. So I still do both, and I'm still who I am. I always loved children, played with them, have my own 3 children, and so what you do is that God called you to be a pastor's wife, but you still have a call to be a child evangelist, which I am. Mm-hmm. So, and then a Sunday school teacher. So you just know when to step in the role,
Yeah.
So you got to shift over here when it's time to get with the children, teach them about Jesus, and then it shifts when I assist my husband So whatever he asks me to do, I need to do, go pick up someone. So we work as a team.
Nice.
But that's how it flows.
Nice. And y'all always have had that flow. I remember even being, a little girl, y'all were always somewhere studying the Bible, teaching the Bible. I mean, we had family devotion nights. I still remember those things. So it wasn't, as strict like people like to say, like, oh, you're a pastor's child. They must have been very strict. I don't really think that you guys were strict. I just think that you wanted more for your children. You expected more, and you just wanted us to know, the ways of the Lord in good, things, and really it kind of branched us out to be who we are, and really it made us grow up in a light of kindness. You guys have always been, givers. Just not only doers of the word. So that's really dope to see where you guys have evolved from, growing up with you guys personally from little girl. Just really dope to see you two shining still in the same light. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, I will be kicking it live still in studio with Pastor Joseph L. Reaves Jr. and First Lady Gail Reaves of the Greater Faith House of Prayer. Make sure you guys don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Make sure you don't go anywhere too far, because coming up tomorrow at 12 p.m., I will have part 2 of the exclusive interview that I got to do on my parents, Pastor Joseph and First Lady Gail Reaves of the Greater Faith House of Prayer. You're invited to join them for Sunday morning services at 9:30 a.m. and 11:30 a.m., as well as Wednesday night Bible study at 7 p.m. At Greater Faith House of Prayer, it's all about Jesus the King. Located at 609 East 29th Street, Indianapolis, Indiana, 46205. Coming up tomorrow, I sit down with the one and only assistant head coach of the IUPUI basketball team, the one and only Isaac. Make sure you stay tuned to Up Close, Unplugged, and Uncut with your girl, Sounds of Shar'e. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Terry Croney, and get on over to my website, soundsofshare.net. Today's episode was brought to you by The Retreat USA. It's a vibe. Birthdays, anniversaries, live entertainment, networking events, couples nights, lunch parties, and more. For all of your booking needs, get on over to theretreatusa.com or book with me at 317-869-6345 and leave me a message.
The Retreat USA.
We're located at 120 East Market Street, Indianapolis, Indiana, 46204, Suite 705. So make sure you book your next event down at The Retreat. Why?
It's the vibe.